That's quite spooky. The gate just decided to open itself without us touching it. In today's video we're going on a bit of a mystery tour, heading for the village of Little Finborough, especially the ancient church there, and then seeing if we can find a different route back over walks and paths we've never used before. Come and join us on this walk and wander. Morning, we're on a little walk this morning, bit of a mystery walk, one that we've never done before. I think it's one that's been described to Hazel, so I'm kind of in her hands, but I think I know roughly where we're going, but it'll be an adventure. Come with us.
When we wake, hear the birds and see the sun, side by side our fears are done. Oh, the good times just begun. Oh, we know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright.
Nature out this morning, chirping away, very pleasant. So we're heading towards Boyton Hall and then possibly over to Little Finborough Church. Should not. Hang on, let's cross the road here. Away from the traffic noise. Yes, if you're local and you want to follow this walk, we've come out of town on Finborough Road towards Great Finborough, but take the turning for Beaumont Way down the bottom of the hill, follow the footpath sign through Danecroft and come out here on the Coombs Lane, cross the road and down this permissive footpath. So part of me wishes we'd have done this walk yesterday because it was a bit sunnier and warmer. Now it's grey, overcast. The sky is like a Tupperware lid and it's gone distinctly much colder than it was. As you know, I'm always banging on about there not being any hills in Suffolk. Stowmarket is in a river valley. When you're climbing out of the valley to go on a walk, you certainly feel the pull. So today is Mothering Sunday and there's absolutely no one about, but it's also the day when we put the clocks forward an hour. Tends to put everyone out of kilter, so we've seen absolutely nobody today. And maybe just people having a long lie-in, I don't know. But I'm not complaining, I quite like having the place to myself on a walk. Today we're staying on this concrete path that goes over to Jack's Lane. There is a footpath off to the left there, and if you want to know where that goes, you can watch this video about Stowmarket's secret snack spot, because I went down there when I filmed that one. On this walk today we're just heading straight across to Jack's Lane. Rush hour on the farm, 2 cars in a few minutes of each other. It's true we don't have big hills in Suffolk very much, but this land that Boynton Hall stands on, it is kind of the highland in the area, so you've got great views really in every direction. Over this side we've got the village of Great Finborough, and I'm going to do another walk to there soon. I think got a little idea for a video, but today we are heading not for Great Finborough but for Little Finborough, which is a completely different place. So we're at the end of the concrete drive across Boynton Hall Farm, and we're going to take a left then a right. Left onto Jack's Lane first, going past Jack's farmhouse there. Don't know who Jack is. And then we're going to turn right onto Jockey's Lane. I'm now in uncharted territory, as I have never been down Jockey's Lane. I ain't got a clue where this goes. However, the wonderful Mrs. E, who has been down here many times, I think, is with me, so hopefully won't get lost. Probably won't be able to see, but Hazel's just spotted some deer on the field over there. I'll attempt a ridiculous digital zoom in so you can see, but I don't know. How nice just to come out when it's all quiet. See the deer on the field, which actually in this area is quite easy if you just come at the right time of day, because this is where they live. They're wild. Surprisingly quiet today. You can normally find a bit of quiet on these lanes, but something very different today. I think it could be to do with the clocks going forward, but yeah, it's absolute silence everywhere. Not even much in the way of distant traffic noise. Marvellous. It's interesting, isn't it? It's a very grey, overcast day. Not a day that would inspire you to go for a walk when you looked out the window. But actually, it's absolutely glorious, the bird song. These wide open fields with the big Suffolk skies in the background, and I've only seen like 2 dog walkers, and even then they were at a distance. If you like silence and or getting away from the noise of humans and just listening to the sounds of nature, Jockey's Lane is the place to do that. I'm glad we've come down here. Now the next bit, although Hazel's been down this part of Jockey's Lane before, the next bit is uncharted for us both, because I think she said she normally turns left at the end of here, and we're going to go right, see if we can find the ancient church of Little Finborough. Of course, knowing us, we might just get completely lost, and the walk will turn into something else, and that's okay as well. What a great little cart. Looks like it had some agricultural use. Looks like a sort of steel water tank on wheels. I don't know what you would use that for. Leave a comment below if you know what that was used for. Be interesting, fascinating to know what it was. So we've turned right onto Bilderston Road, and I think we found Little Finborough Church on the map, so I'm confident we can get to it just down here. So I've just remembered that since the last time I came to this church, which was many years ago, I have to put a gate up, a metal gate up at the property. So I'm not sure we'll be able to get very close unless the gate's open. We shall see. Nice little beehives on that side of the road. It's quite spooky. The gate just decided to open itself without us touching it. Maybe haunted, of course. Maybe technology. This is a private drive down to Little Finborough Hall, I think. But there's a footpath access to Little Finborough Church, which I have to say is from another era. Got all excited then as the notice says it's normally open between 8 and 4. There's a Commonwealth war grave here, I think it says. We're going to have a look at that. It's one of them churches in the middle of nowhere, which I presume was kind of built for the convenience of Little Finborough Hall, I guess, which was the drive we came down. I think that's the newer part of the cemetery, because there's not many graves in there. So I would imagine the Commonwealth war grave is in the old bit in the churchyard. So we'll have a look here, see if we can find it. So what I'm actually relying on is the Commonwealth war grave to be the type that you see on the battlefields of France. There's a sort of simple design, and they usually stand out. But of course, not everyone in a Commonwealth war grave has one of those headstones. There can be other military people. I'm not seeing a sort of standard one. I think Missed it. Oh, I've actually got a bit of blue sky now, look at this. Feel a bit of heat from the sun. Marvellous. Instead of that sort of dirty grey sky we set off with. So we just looked on the footpath map. I'm going to attempt to go back a slightly different way. One, again, that we've never been before. So hopefully we won't get lost. But I think we can find a way to make it into a circular walk. Basically we've come out of the little stile as you saw from the churchyard, heading downhill towards Finborough. Spend money on a map app so you definitely know that you're on a definite footpath, and Suffolk County Council go and divert the blinking footpath for some reason which is not explained. So we're following the diversion, but my experience with the Suffolk County Council footpath diversions is okay, that one says turn left, but there might not be another one and you don't really know what you are. Okay, we'll let them off this time. So basically we've come down that slope over there, and there should be a little bridge to cross the river at the bottom of the hill and then come up that way, but we were just diverted a little bit round here, so we're back on track. All is forgiven with Suffolk County Council Footpath Department. According to my little map app, which is using the Ordnance Survey footpath map, we've been diverted again without any diversion signs. It's a little bit naughty, so looks like the public footpath went straight up through the farm, and that was all closed off, and a little footpath sign to go around. But again, we should be able to get back to the actual footpath. Just wish they'd stop moving them to different places than are on the map. At least this little diversion around the farm is actually well signposted. Just wonder why it was moved, and was it done legally? That's what I want to know. So the map on the footpath comes straight up from where the diversion sign was and the bridge was missing. Straight up through the farm, so it's been diverted around. So we're now back on track anyway, on the route we were actually trying to go. Because believe you me, even when there aren't footpath diversions, the Egans have a tremendous skill at getting lost anyway. The last thing we need is footpath diversions. But I'm impressed that we are back on the right track. First footpath sign we've just gone past just goes back up to the church a different way, so we don't want that. I think the next footpath off to the right will take us more around Finborough and back to Stowmarket, hopefully. Hope it does actually, because we haven't brought much in the way of snackage. Ah, oh, road swing. Finally we're back on a track that we know and recognise, so I don't think there's any chance of us getting lost now. Some of those footpaths have been slightly rerouted. I'm not sure they're all legal reroutes. There's some we didn't show you. Just like for the convenience of people that have moved in, I think. Anyway, the blue skies continue. I think we're out of snacks, so we may just have to try and survive till we get home. So I've been walking today. We keep seeing green buckets on a pole in the middle of fields and stuff. There's a lot of rewilding going on, so now we know it is a bird feeder. It's a little bit more capacity than my bird feeder at home. We're just taking a right turn up the side of the field here. We're going for the little secret bench that's up here, which I think is featured in a previous video. That's one of them footpaths that has been ploughed over, but the track left by the tractor is more or less on the footpath line for 3/4 of it. You can see here on the track of that we're actually on the footpath, but there isn't a footpath sign at the bottom end. As I recall, there is one at the top here, but yeah, we're definitely on the green line. The problem is, if you come out kind of without maps and stuff, there's nothing to tell you if you're coming from that direction that this is a footpath. think the problem is with modern machinery, it's so big and industrial. Trying to plough around a footpath is a bit complicated. Anyway, we are now coming to a secret snack spot where we can have a sit down on a little bench and admire the view. So we're leaving the bench just there and going through the hedge that's behind the bench, which brings us up to the side of this woodland, which is Temple Grove, I think, on the map. Or if you grew up as a kid around here, I think they just called it the Big Woods. Well, it seems ages ago when we walked up the concrete path there at the start of this walk, talking about grey skies. Now look at this beautiful sapphire blue sky we've got. Sure if anyone's still watching this close to the end. If you are, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to give us a thumbs up on YouTube, and if you haven't already, hit the red subscribe button, press the little bell icon, and if you do that you'll get notifications of new videos, and I'll see you in the next one.